Welcome back to Drift Virals. I'm having a little bit of ABS and VSA troubleshooting code, so I'm guessing it's this that needs to be repaired. This is the module for the ABS pump. It says it's not communicating. So what I'm gonna do is what I did was I took off, first I disconnected the connector. All it is just pulling this up, and then this is gonna slightly push out, and then you're gonna take out the rest of it. And then I took out the screws on the side and the screws on the bottom. There's also screws on the bottom, okay? And this is flexible. Oh yeah, I also disconnected the mounting points. There's one here and one down there. Let me try to get to you. Yeah, right there. You see the hole? The hole's there for it, but I can't get the. There you go, right there. And it's a hard line, but it's still a little flexible. So I push it out the way, give enough space, and take the module out. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send it out to get repaired by Ace. I think it's AC Pros, ABS Pros. I think they're called. I'll let you guys know. And they said 2 other places told me they don't really fix these. They're kind of difficult, but I'm hoping they could fix this one. So they said they'll give it a shot, and we'll see from there. But the codes that I got from here was an ABS code. So it's not a global ODB code. You have to go to the ABS section to get this code, because it won't come up as anything if you do this a global code or OEM scan code. This is 83.1, and I think it was 61.1, and I got a 84, I think it was 1, something like that. I'll post it if anything, or I'll put it in the video. So now I'm gonna package it and send it out to them, and hopefully in about 3 to 4 days I'll get it back and I'll continue the video. All right, so as you guys can see, I'm driving the Honda CR-V 2008, and you see these lights are on, the ABS, VHS, and you also see the blink over here. That's because I'm driving the car without the ABS module in it. I sent it out to repair. I'm just waiting on it for a couple of days, and hopefully they could fix it. And you see the tire light on also, so hopefully they could fix it. They said they wasn't too sure they able to fix it, but I hope they can. And yeah. So yes, you actually can drive the car without the module. So if the module wasn't working anyways, you still would get these lights, right? So, but this is proof that you could drive without it, and the car is fine. But you just have to be careful with braking, with sudden braking, because you don't have the assistance of the ABS system. So this is what I like about these older cars at times, because these newer cars, one thing wrong with them, you can't drive the car. Or if you do drive it, it affects so many other things, because they're all connected, because they're all, electric or the electronics of the vehicle. So I like these older ones because you don't have, one thing goes wrong, you can always, continue to drive the vehicle until you fix that thing. So, okay guys, once again, I'm just waiting for the module to come back and to install it. All right, so it should be here in a couple of days. All right, so it's been about 3-4 days. It's been about 5 days. 5 days. I sent it out Monday, and I'm getting it. I got it back Friday, so let's say 4 days or 3 days or so. I got it back from ABS Pros. I checked with many different places that does these rebuilds of these or repair, and they said they couldn't repair this model. Only ABS says, hey, let me give it a shot. So I have to shout them out to say thank you, and I hope they did a great job. I'm sure they did, because the package was even better than this. I took some of the plastics off already. None of the black parts, these sides were showing. So I'm gonna continue to take this off, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I'm not too sure they're looking that much different than what it looked like before in terms of being able to see anything. Oh, look at that. These were bent inside. Look at that. These inside got bent, probably during the job or so, but these are supposed to be straight. But it's okay. They'll straighten out during the process. I'm trying to see if there's anything I could see that was done to it. I don't know if they took it apart. Oh yeah, look at that. They probably took it apart took the back out. Look at that. That's all glued. Yeah, they fixed the board. Yeah, they took it apart. Look at that. See, that's all glued here. Yeah. That's probably why these little things over here got moved a little bit. And this is the part here. There's 3 needles. Make sure that these 3 needles on the ABS brake system touches this. I have bolted it down since I was going to drive it without the ABS system. So I'm going to unbolt these and then plug it in and then put it away. See that the 3 pins right there has to line up with that metal copper brown looking groove right there. So all right, so let's get started. These are 10s. Again, 1 and 2 and then 3. All right. By the way, this is ABS Pro's information. I got them off of eBay. So yeah, they also gave me a very good price. So hopefully they will give you one. Just mention them in this video and you should be able to get a good price. Talk to the guys, they're very, very cool. Also, they sent this so you guys maybe be able to get 10% off and use eBay ABS Pro as a code. So, but I would definitely talk to them though at the same time. All right. All right, so now I placed this in. What I did was I lined up the first row and the bottom couple and make sure that there's a long metal piece in the middle, silver, that lined that up. And also I wasn't too much worried about the brown thing line up because I think when you line up all the rest of these, this should line up correctly. So what I'm going to do now is put in the screws that goes in here and to connect this to the pump, the module to the pump. And remember there's one here, and then one on the bottom here, and then over here. These 2 line up. This is one, and this one is a little bit longer on this side compared to here. This one's over here. All right, make sure they'll screw in. Don't over tighten. There's no need. Just enough for it to snug and stay tight. All right, so just make sure this is secure. It's not going anywhere, right? To the bolts are obviously in correctly. One here, and then one here, one over here. So that's it. And then now you're gonna put these bolts back on to secure it and then connect this. So obviously these are 10s. Be careful of the one down here because it can fall down there. So be mindful of that. All right, now that all 3 bolts are secure, one here, again, and over there. Now it's time to connect the electrical connection. Okay, made by Bosch, which is interesting. Bosch is a German. So hold on 1 second. Yeah, so make sure that this latches up. I'm sorry about that. So they can slide in. Sometimes these things are difficult one-handed. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. Okay, let me just do this 2 hands. Now that you have this in, now I just got to make sure that this notch is over here. Okay, make sure it's over it. So when you put it in, this needs to be all the way up. I didn't have this all the way up so it wouldn't go in. And then for it to slide in to hook onto here, and then make sure you press this down, you'll see the whole entire connector just got in and it's locked in, and that's pretty much it. Now I just need this. From what I know, from what they told me at ABS Pro, I should just start the car and all the lights should be gone. But I'm still gonna scan it to see if the code is completely gone. I hope this fixes the ABS system. Wow, just like that, I started the car and all the lights went away. That is great. That is great, 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 great. So that definitely means that's working. This is just a TPMS light tire pressure monitoring system. I put some air in it, so I have to drive for me to get that off. But other than that, we're good, man. Thank you, ABS Pros. You were the only one that was able to do this. Everyone else said they couldn't do it, didn't even try, but you're the only ones that tried. Thank you so much. Guys, have a great day. Please reach out to ABS Pros if you have a similar system in mind. Ask them if they could do it before you ship it out. And yeah, that's it. Have any questions? Leave it in the comments. I will answer every question. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much for your help.